Absolutely. Welcome back into the line right here on Talk 99.5. Hey, man, listen, if you are not already, you can watch all the shows starting with Dixon and Vining, and then The Line, and then Leland on the Talk 99.5 YouTube channel, which Valerie told us Valerie told us what it was. Do you remember what she said, Spud?
She said she'd put a note in here. I think it's Real Talk 995
TV.
YouTube TV.
Yeah.
Nope, it's
Just
Real
TV?
Talk 99.5 TV.
Okay, good.
All right, and that's on YouTube. You can check it out. I woke up and chose sexy this morning, and if you're watching us now, you understand and agree. And if you don't, I don't necessarily need to hear from you. It's fun. You know what's an underrated TV show that didn't stay around for long enough? I think it was only on for a couple seasons. I don't know what just made me think about it, but did you ever watch Two Guys, a Girl, in a Pizza Place?
I did.
It was
I
very
mean,
good.
it was
Kind
good.
of what's his face's start? The guy that's Deadpool.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, that owns the soccer team. That was one of his early appearances. He also was in the movie Waiting, which is the most accurate stereotype of the restaurant business that there ever was.
Yeah.
For certain.
Isn't it funny how these guys play those roles for so long and then they just kind of get stuck in there, and it just takes forever for them to get out? Like, especially in the like Michael Scott, right?
Right.
He played what's his name? I don't know what his actual name is, but the character that played Michael Scott on The Office. It is hard. Like, you couldn't take him.
Steve
seriously.
Carell?
Steve Carell. You could not take him seriously in a movie after all the dumb role or the silly roles he's played.
Isn't that the guy that was in the 40-year-old virgin?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think he's been in some serious movies or some
Sure he has.
some serious shows that have
Kelly Clarkson.
that have come that have come a bit of a ways. I do love the 40-year-old virgin. This is a good movie. Such a
That
good
dumb
movie.
humor is just awesome.
It is.
I mean, it really is. Everything is just too serious.
And it's funny too because like even in his movies, I mean, Ryan Reynolds basically plays the same character in every movie that he's in. Maybe I can think of one or two things where he just doesn't still seem like the guy from Waiting or Deadpool.
John Krayerstan or Krakistan or whatever his name is from The Office, he's done a pretty good job of like breaking out into other roles because he was kind of a funny dude in The Office. But then, you know, he's got the two movies where you had to be silent or whatever, the alien things came and got you. He's had some more serious roles and kind of like action figure type
Right.
roles.
Spud, when we were talking about the big stupid question of the day, which is if you can go away and you can take one artist catalog, one restaurant, and one TV show and its spinoffs, or one movie and its sequels with you, and that's the entertainment for the rest of your life, what would that be? 205-545-9950. I love doing this time slot because I'm so geeked that Spud's here.
Thank
Just because it's, you know, like this was Dixon's couple hours forever, and I was be out in the food truck at lunch, and I'd be listening to the, you know, to Richard Dixon show. So like it's always just a nice way to pay homage to him when we get to do this with doing a big stupid question of the day. And I mean, he's the OG food guy on this radio station,
Right.
You know, so
He's
I
the-
always got to give him his credit where
The roots of your show.
yeah, where credit is due on there. He was the guy that made me believe that I actually do what we do and pull it off. And like I said, for 7 years now. But Spud, during your answer, you said the Beatles, as I would have absolutely expected you to. Is there clearly I wasn't alive when the first Beatles album came out. I talked to my dad about this for a while, but I'm interested to know from you. Like, did you when you listened to that first single, when that first single came on the radio, did you ever imagine that there would be a musical progression from there to Sgt. Pepper's? It's like it's like they were born and then they grew and then they grew and then they grew and it's so rare for an artist to really be able to continue to develop and evolve time after time after time. Are the Beatles the best case of that you can think of? I mean, it's pretty astounding from the bubblegum pop stuff that they did originally to Rubber Soul and Sgt. Pepper's and all those things.
When I first heard it, it was exciting. It was new. It seemed different. But Richard and Val were talking on their show about reaction videos on YouTube, Richard especially. And if you played for someone who was knowledgeable about music but really was only current, maybe he's 25 now, and you played for him Love Me Do and Strawberry Fields Forever,
right?
The idea that that's the same group. A lot of people have a lot of success playing the same stuff over and over. I think there's a quote from the lead frontman for AC/DC when somebody interviewed him. He said, one of the criticisms is you've put out 12 albums of exactly the same music. The guy said, absolutely false. It's 13 albums. and that's, if you like that,
sure.
Somebody earlier said Black Sabbath. If you like Black Sabbath, but it's a lot of the same. It doesn't have nearly the variety that the Beatles have, and I'd say no one does.
The thing about what I thought was very valid though about the Black Sabbath idea was that you could that also means you could tote the Ozzy catalog with you. And yes, does a lot of Ozzy have, stick to its roots, to its Black Sabbath roots, but even Ozzy evolved a little bit, at least with the commercial stuff. Now it sounded like other stuff, but like the commercial Ozzy Osbourne, Mama I'm Going Home doesn't sound like Black Sabbath to me.
Go back to Surfing USA by the Beach Boys and then Good Vibrations.
Sure.
I mean, I think that Paul/John/George against Brian Wilson and then Paul Simon, you've picked the genius level. There's a lot of really good musicians. I mean, I like Led Zeppelin, and they can sing and play, and it's all strong stuff. But I don't put any of those people at the genius level like Simon, Lennon, McCartney, Harrison, Brian Wilson.
Right.
That's just a different level up. And the lead singer of Ides of March, I'm Your Vehicle, said he got later in his career, got to sit down at the piano with Brian Wilson to help create a song. He said, you can't imagine the feelings running through me, what I'm sitting at a piano next to Brian Wilson. I mean, I don't know who, if anybody in your industry, Emerald Lagasse or something like that, let's create a dish, and you got a chance to go in the kitchen with him and work as a even partner with him on something, or someone else at that level. He said, my God.
Absolutely.
Here it is. And I think the Beatles just grew up, and George Martin watered them and fertilized them.
Right.
And gave them all these kind of ideas, and then they would say something crazy, and he could help them make it into something real. In the song Strawberry Fields, Mr. Kite, for the benefit of Mr. Kite,
there will be a show tonight on trampolines.
John said, I want to hear calliope music, carousel music,
right?
But I don't want it ordinary. So take a standard strip, cut it up, scissors now, into 1-inch strips, throw them in the air, splice them back together, and play that. Now, who thinks like that? And then who would be willing at George Martin to say, 400 strips, you want me to tear them up, throw them up, put them back in, and splice them one by one? Because that's all you could do then.
Right.
Now with Pro Tools, as you guys know, it's easy.
Sure.
I mean, you just say, okay, it's done.
Well, and and the Beatles don't get enough credit sonically, and Martin specifically as the producer. Like they were at the forefront of a lot of. They created new sounds through technology that did not exist.
It's because they were anti-hedgehog.
You know, Paul saying, "Hey, listen, this, you know, this is not bassy enough for my bass. This isn't giving the drive and the thump that I want. Hey, why don't you just reverse the polarity on that speaker and let's turn it into a microphone and record my bass through a bass cabinet, through the bass cabinet." It's just the willingness to do that.
John Lennon setting his guitar next to the amplifier and hearing that feedback starts the song "I Feel Fine."
Right.
They had that, and they were also courageous enough to say, we're going to record music that cannot be, or at that time could not be, replicated on stage. Everybody wrote music for what, they would go play live.
Sure.
So they were limited by what they could play live. By the time they got to Pepper, they said, we don't care if we ever play live again.
Right.
It's too much of a hassle. Let's just make some music that you couldn't play live. So they did that, and then in generations after, they learned how you could create that live again.
I definitely one of the bands that I wish that I'd been able to see. I've seen McCartney, I've seen Ringo, but I never saw the four-piece. My dad saw the Beatles
Where?
multiple times. Shea Stadium and Washington D.C.
That's I saw them in Atlanta in '65.
You know something that I would really like to see them do with the Sphere? Like I would probably. There's a good chance that I would travel to Vegas for this. If they could just pull together some reels and some clips of Beatles performances and basically decide the best live performance of this song that there ever was, and mend and mold all of those, so I could just go watch a show with the hits. But it was all just the live stage performances,
like a concert that's in your fantasy world.
Yes, but broadcast with holograms and all the things.
Save me a seat. I'm right there next to you.
That would be freaking awesome.
I don't know what the legality of trying to put that together, because the show Love, which was the Cirque du Soleil. So I saw that 3 times, and the second time I went in with my friend Sarah, I said, I've seen this before, and he said, sit somewhere else. It won't even recognize except for the music.
Sure.
So after we went to the show, I went down to play poker in the casino, and the guy sitting next to me happened to have been a quarterback at Rice a few decades after I was there. And he said, how was the show? I'll say, it was this good. It cost me $150 a ticket.
Right.
I said, I would have paid $150 for the circus and no music, or $150 for the music and no circus.
Oh, wow.
That's how good that they did. And George Martin helped create the music for that and stitch it all together, like you said. You could just go listen to that soundtrack, and it would bring you to tears if you like their music.
Here's my musical hot take. We got to go to break.
Yeah.
The Beach Boys, better band than the Rolling Stones. I don't care what you say. Better songwriters, better singers, better everything all the way around. You are listening to The Line with the Taste Buds on Talk 99.5. We'll be back right after this.
which is just about as good.
Welcome back in to the line. You're hanging out with the Taste Buds. Clearly, this is not Skippy McLean's voice. It's not. I could never be that soulful and loving as he is. He's got that unlock. It's your man, the Chub Father, JD, Orlando, and Spud hanging out. Spud's going to be with us for another little while, and then he's got to mosey on down the road. He's an important dude with important things to do.
Yeah, physical therapy.
I'm just
PT action.
I don't know. That is important, but it's
very important. We've been talking about a little bit of food, a little bit of music, a little bit of nonsense. We'd love to hear from you. 205-545-9950. How is the Hanukkah season treating you there, old Spud?
I'm not a big celebrator because I don't have kids or grandkids.
Right.
But I appreciate the season, and people celebrate. They're having a good time, and I can't tell you my reaction when I heard about what went on in Australia. The fact in this world that people dislike Jewish people just because they're Jewish people,
Sure.
and would go out and kill them. I mean, it's all right if you don't like me. I don't ask everybody to like me, and I have enough personality where some people are not going to like me.
Certainly.
But to want to kill somebody you don't like, who didn't do anything to you, is so abhorrent to me. I don't understand where the root of it is. I hate to bring us down from fun to that.
No,
but
we were going to get into
Brown
this.
University, this beautiful, smart Mountain Brook High School graduate, studying for an economics exam with 60 other people in before finals class, they take her life away. And we don't know all the details of that, but you're going to find out some guy with a lot of hatred built in his heart.
Well, and they don't appear to be close at all to finding the shooter from Brown University. For all the fuzzy pictures that they keep putting out, there are times that I think that they're not as interested in finding out who he is as they should be. They've sent everyone home, which I mean, you obviously can't keep them there, but there's nobody around for them to do interviews with, to gather other evidence or eyewitness accounts. Everybody's just gone.
I think you're going to find that the ideology between the Australia and whoever shot up Brown are going to be very, very close.
It could well be.
Or at least sympathizers.
But if you say you're the parent of a sophomore at Brown, how comfortable are you going back? They hadn't caught this guy, and they hadn't talked a lot about improving security measures.
No, and they from what we understand, there's not really any cameras up. It's a gun-free zone.
No, there's like 1,200, 800, 1,200 cameras in Brown. It's one of the most surveilled places in the country.
Well, how come they keep saying that they don't have?
Because they don't want to.
It's hard to believe that they could let this linger without getting some closure on it. More people are going to be disgusted by that than they are, we caught a guy and here's his ideology and we don't like that. I mean, you've got to be nervous if you go back to if you're going back to Brown.
I mean, people should stop sending their kids to these places. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's the only thing that's gonna fix that.
Yeah.
I mean, because that will affect the money, and then once you can't do 47 semesters of underwater basket weaving and make $500,000 a year, they're going to be like, well, this isn't working.
That curve is already bending.
Yeah.
The cost of an education compared with what you can earn with that education. I mean, you go to ancient European history and get a degree. When you're out, what do you go tell some employer?
Right. There's only so many professor slots.
Right.
Correct.
Well, I think parents have to do a better job of being honest with their kids when their kids start talking about what they want to go to college and what they're going to go get a degree in. Stop throwing your money.
Right.
Tell your child you're not.
I say it all the time. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Sure, you can go and get a degree in
English.
Western European trans ideology or whatever it is that they've got out there, but doesn't mean you should, because you're not going to make any money. And it's crazy because these schools that are the most expensive have some of the most wild programs out there.
Well, there's a lot of reporting too from the from the organizations that administer the SAT and the ACT, and like they're running people through taking these tests that have 4.0 grade point averages that test below a middle school level in math, and like we're just passing kids to pass kids.
We've probably talked about this before. A lot of parents talk about how smart their kids are, right? I am not that parent. I think that my girls are smart. I really don't know.
Right.
But what I do know is every time I go to the end of the year or whatever, it seems like if there's 900 students in the school, 850 of them are on AB honor roll or A honor roll. And I'm
inflation.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I remember going through school and there was like 8 of them, maybe 20 of the number of A honor roll, AB honor roll. And my girls are always on A honor roll, AB honor roll. But I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't get very excited about that because you see the sheer number of A honor roll, AB honor roll, and I'm like, I'm not entirely sure this is hard enough for these kids.
My kids laugh. My kids poke fun all the time because like I hear that they're like the grade scale. Like they feel like our grade scale and the grading scale when I was at John Carroll and when I graduated from Ramsey were the same. An A was a 94 to a 100. A B was an 85 to
93.
a 90. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a C was a 75. So like if you made a 74, that's a D.
Oh, I would have failed. I would have failed school. Oh my God. What about all the students and stuff you hear that have like greater than 4.0?
Yeah.
Like that is wild.
4.75.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my daughter's one of those people. And I want to get into that actually when we get back. Call us 205-545-9950. What's ever on your mind, questions, comments, or queries, we got you. This is the Taste Buds filling in for Andrew McLean on the line. Y'all come back now. want to go home. I want to go home. Welcome back into the line. Talk 99.5. This is what I love about hanging out with Spud on the radio. I've had some of my most fun musical conversations with Spud by the side. I mean, back in the day when there were several times where Spud and I and Steve West filled in for Dixon and then also for the morning show, and we got into some great audiophile discussions and all this other fun stuff. So
I'm always for that.
it's always great to be able to nerd out, and obviously I'm hanging out with another radio icon, Orlando back there, and then my brother from another, Mr. James Deere.
I thought you were going to call me a radio icon.
One of the
I was
taste
like,
buds.
yeah.
No, people evidently still don't even know who you are.
Oh, it happened yesterday.
So we've got to get
Yesterday.
to that.
What happened?
Oh, dude, I'm at lunch.
You weren't even on yesterday.
No, I'm at lunch with some guys from the Alabama Veteran Board and Lauren Sisler, and one of the guys on the board was like, "So are you you're on the radio?" I go, "Every effing day." Oh my god, every day. He's like, "Oh man, I didn't realize that." I'm like, I don't know how many times I've told you this. No, whatever. It's all right.
That voice is the voice of JD. He can be heard Monday through Friday, 6 to 7 p.m. on Breaking Bread Radio, one of the taste buds. If you call our show,
The tastiest taste bud.
please make sure that you address him and give him his.
My
Dear-
flowers.
Yes, he needs his flowers.
I need my flowers right now.
Just for putting up with me, he deserves all the flowers.
Actually, what would be better is if you went to over there to Borden Birmingham and got the Redland Rifle sandwich and crushed the Club Father.
There will be no crushing of the Club Father.
I know.
But I can tell you guys with absolute certainty that the Redland Rifle is a fantastic sandwich and very, very much worthy of you cramming it in your face.
It really is.
Make sure that you can watch us now. If you love the sultry, sexy tone and the voices that you're hearing,
Or mine and JD's, either
There
one.
you go.
you can hop on over to Real Talk 995 TV on YouTube, and there's proof that I woke up and chose sexy. I've said it enough times that I
You
believe
have. You've said it a lot.
it. I'm probably going to say it more before
Yeah?
we're done. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm feeling this Alabama veteran pullover. Like I feel like I'm about to go play golf, and I have some clubs. I have the clubs in the truck, and there is some time between now and the next time that we come on the radio.
You should just come to the store and hit on the simulator.
I
We
should do
have
that.
a golf simulator.
We do have a
at
golf
Redland
simulator
Rifle.
at Redland that I've never.
Yeah.
Right outside of our studio.
One
there.
cold day, let's go in there. I don't mind still hitting some golf balls.
Well, come on, baby.
That's a deal.
Heck yeah.
I did not know that.
Yes.
I
We just got it. Yeah.
we just got it.
I'm also on the radio.
When? Go to YouTube and hit search and type in Real Talk 995, and it'll show you the picture. And if you do it right now, you'll see JD and
You actually
But you
won't
will-
because I'm not on the radio.
oh, well now you're a TV star.
Now you're a TV
Where's
star.
our makeup?
Hey, he's
Orlando, get us some
but-
makeup, people. We
but-
got to. I mean, we got to do something.
I cannot get over the shine
Bro,
on
that
his
shine
forehead.
is insane.
The
Like
shine
it's
is
bad.
crazy.
I need to go get like a hat or something.
Does
out of the
Redland
truck.
Rifle have hats?
We do.
Okay,
We got
there you
hats.
are.
We got
Then
all
you can
kinds
be
of things.
advertising at the same time.
yeah, man. I thought you were a Jack Nicklaus movie for a second. Shining.
If we do this again, when we do this
Well,
again,
thank you.
I think we should dress up in costume. You know, Big Boy was one of the possibilities.
Yes.
I'm looking for an outfit like my cousin Vinny wore when he wore that purple tuxedo, Usher's tuxedo.
So at the store, since we are a gun store, I got the bunny rabbit jumpsuit that Ralphie had in, was it Christmas Story?
There you have it.
Yeah. So I've got that, and Cole dresses up in that, put some glasses on, made some videos and stuff like that. It's very funny to see him sell guns in a. And he's like 6'5", 6'6".
You would think rabbits would be afraid of guns.
Well, you would think
that one.
you would think for a handsome guy with a girlfriend that he wouldn't be so prone to shoot his eye out.
Do you sell BB rifles?
And I'm not talking.
Do you sell BB rifles?
We do have
There
BB
you
guns
go.
out there.
There you
So
go.
he
Be careful.
He made a video where he walked in with the BB gun and he's like, "I'm here to upgrade."
That's great. That's great. Before we went to break, we were talking about academic standards and A's and B's and whatnot. Dexter, I'm coming to you right now, I promise. But like the first time that I went to a Thompson graduation, I was tripping because the classes are so the class size is so huge. But like in Marley's graduating class, they had 230 valedictorians.
Really?
I need the definition of valedictorian.
Now they only had they had the one person who was the actual valedictorian and they had the salutatorian. But these were all people who had 4-point or higher grade point averages. And technically there's some loophole that allows you that if you have a 4.0 or higher, you are technically by definition a valedictorian.
Well, that
And
looks
so
good on your resume.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing
application.
is that it helps with the application process to college and gives you a little bit more
But
of a look.
it really doesn't. It's no different than how we went from you need to have a high school education to get a job, then you need you needed a bachelor's, and then you need a master's. Like it just dilutes everything to where nothing means anything.
How much does a good trade, someone who goes to a trade school after high school, who can read and write and learns a trade, aren't there $100,000 jobs? out there?
Easy.
Every day.
Easy.
My nephew is going in. He's skipping college and going to he's gonna be an electrician. So he's an apprentice.
Perfect.
And his high school had a program where like they build a house. They do all the trades for the house, and they build it in a community. And so throughout the year, they build this thing, and and then I think they either sell it or give it away. And it's it's in a cul-de-sac or whatever. People move into it.
See, that's heartwarming to me.
Yeah.
You could be a welder.
Oh,
You
yeah.
you could be an automobile technician,
Plumber.
plumber. Exactly right.
I have friends that have some rather large plumbing companies, and like for the people who are coming and willing to actually join the apprentice program, they're starting these folks out at like $65,000 to $80,000 a year for just carrying a plunger to start with.
Which also makes all of our plumbing requirements way more expensive. So that's a problem too.
There's an old joke about the plumber who comes out and he fixed the problem in 10 minutes and charged him $250 for the visit. And he said, "That's more than I pay my doctor." He said, "It's more than I made when I was a doctor too." And you don't have these kind of huge $300,000 debts when you go out. And they're not. It was always thought that if you went to a trade school, there was some kind of stigma against you, that you weren't good enough.
Well, there was for a
college.
long time.
Yeah.
But the skills are still, that's coding. If you can learn to code, you can make a good, healthy fortune.
I think that's going to go away.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
AI is going to take over for that?
Well, and so many, and that it is just like physical therapy school and everything else that like that market has become so flooded with people that want to do it. Like you got to basically be a code talker.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be one of them fancy guys. You can't just be a regular codist. You got to be a
The X-ray technicians.
yeah.
You can get that kind of degree in 2 years.
I mean, anybody with X-ray vision ought to make some decent money.
You should.
I mean, that's a big deal.
If I had that, you would have never met me.
You'd be in jail.
No. I'd just be a gawker.
Orlando, do I have time to take this phone call from Dexter before
From
we go
a
to break?
distance.
Dexter, what's up, brother?
Hey, man, I'll be quick. The restaurants, Claxton, Missouri, the original Throw Your Roll restaurant.
Okay.
Back when we were a kid, we'd go to Rockport, Missouri, and we'd stop there and eat lunch. We had to leave from Columbus, Mississippi. My daddy was a pilot. you didn't stop to pee real quick when you were flying. But Amarillo, Texas. If you ever go out there, go to Big Tex. Eat that 72 ounce. I call it a roast, but it's steak. And you got 1 hour to do it and eat 6 shrimp. That's a good place to go. It's like going in Kitty's Saloon, but they have a balcony there. It's big. Everybody can watch it. You got 60 minutes to do it. And then Tuscaloosa at the Wayside. One of the best places when Miss Farr had it back when I came back in the early 70s to Tuscaloosa. We used to eat breakfast every morning there in the corner by where you go into the restaurant. That was the top 3 restaurants. Waltz Across Texas by Ernest Tubb is one of my favorite songs. In Your Father's Eyes by Eric Clapton, and Sweet Home Alabama by Leonard Skinner. And my famous shows was Amos and Andy, Car 54, and Adam 12. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Very much.
Car 54.
Hey, I got one other thing.
Yeah.
Bud,
Yeah.
my old brother-in-law, Bob Rubin, used to talk very highly of you.
He was my mentor, and I admired him greatly. I learned a lot from him. Is Janet still alive?
No.
Oh, that's
No.
sad. You know, that's the trouble when you get my age, guys, that you know, you go to a lot of funerals.
Spud, you know she preferred to be
Yeah.
called Miss Jackson if you were nasty.
Oh, she did?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
There you go.
Thank you, Dexter. I appreciate that.
Appreciate you, brother.
Hey, y'all are good. Y'all Spud's a good man, and the best is Orlando. Y'all got somebody that knows all about the music right there.
That's true.
He's been around about 30 years that I know of. But he is top of the line. Thank you.
Hey, Dexter, say something nice about JD real quick.
Is he on the radio?
Me on the radio?
No, say something nice about JD real quick. Say how much you
About
love JD. Yeah.
Oh man, he fixed my shotgun quicker than you can say, "Don't you do it." Now I have to say it again.
Probably was good advice, too.
Thanks, Dexter. I appreciate it.
All right, brother.
That's
Inch and a
good.
half longer than it's supposed to be. My wife wanted it cut off just right. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you what. If you manage to have a wife that complains about an extra inch and a half, that's a rare bird right there.
Dump button.
That's
The
a
dump
rare
button.
bird right
Too
there.
late.
My
Dexter-
wife always talks highly of Spud too.
Absolutely.
He works with Spud.
Thank you, Dexter.
All right, Dexter. We got to take a break, and when we come back, there's more of this. It's The Line on Talk 99.5 with the Taste Buds and Spud.
Oh, this is as good as it gets. Tracks me like no other lover. Something she
Oh, there is something in the way she woos me.
So, I gotta.
Man, let me tell you something. JD, if you were in an REM song, you'd be Shiny Happy People.
Now that's funny.
I was worried I wasn't gonna get that reference, but I do.
Shiny Happy People laughing.
That's all right.
From the album Out of Time.
You know what? If this is the worst thing that happens to me,
Right.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna be
in great
okay.
shape.
Yeah, 100%.
You're in great shape.
If you could just get that part right there in the middle front to grow a little bit more.
That's why I shave it now. It looks like Moses is up there, just parting the Red Sea or whatever.
So you know the bag you bring in with your headphones and all the rest? Throw a hat in
I'm gonna have
there.
to put a hat in there.
Spud.
Redland rifle hat. There
yeah.
you go.
Yeah. Spud, are you gonna be at Solaria Brewing Company this Friday?
Then not this Friday. This Friday Alabama plays football.
Okay.
So this Friday I'll be watching football, and then you got Boxing Day and New Year's the day after New Year's, maybe January 2.
January 2, you're gonna.
But
be
I
at-
will certainly. We'll go dine together at Chubb Father's
Okay.
on my way, and then I'll take you over to Solaria Brewing for a little music trip.
Our brother Steve West will be hosting the music trivia.
He's really good
that
too,
night.
as you might imagine.
He is.
You notice how the great voices, this like Orlando's and Dixon's and Steve West, and I got this kind of Gilbert Gottfried vibe going on here. It's not. And I look like Marty Feldman. I don't think I was really suited for this job.
Oh,
You look more
stop
like
it.
Coach Pearl to me, man.
There you go. That's good.
Spud, do you like cars?
Um,
You a car fan?
I'm the opposite of a car fan. I've never, not counting if I had a companion in the car that I was really enjoying the company of, I've never once been in the car where I didn't wish I was already there. If I could teleport, I would never get in the car again.
That's fair.
But I had no people. Steve is one. Steve is a big
Yeah.
car guy.
I was gonna say, after the brewery, Saturday the 3rd, we do a big car show. Mob Inc. does. You should
Where
come
will
check
that
it out.
be?
It's at 40 Inverness Center Parkway, over on
Okay.
Highway 280.
Oh, I know where
Uh,
you are. It's
yeah.
it's there.
Yeah. So
That's Saturday.
it's the 3rd. Yeah, the first Saturday
And
every month.
so what kind of things go on there?
I mean, we just put 400 to 700 very nice cars in a large parking lot, and then spectators come out. And they give back. We usually raise money and stuff, and then give back to a charity or something along those lines.
I've been there.
Have you?
I love it, man.
Isn't it insane?
I'm a car guy, too.
Are you?
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Like the number of vehicles that we pull into that place is unreal.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool because
Yeah.
I will look at cars, but my brother-in-law, he drove from Houston. Well, he flew from Houston to Bowling Green to have his Corvette made for him
Oh wow.
there in exactly the color, exactly stuff you can't get on. And then he drove it back, and there's a couple of places where you can wind those things around, some snake tails and some things like that. He got home. He said, the first thing I thought of, he said, they charged me for the transportation of the vehicle from Bowling Green to Houston. I drove it. How do I get that transfer fee? He said, I drove the damn thing. But anyway, he loved that Corvette. Well, there was you didn't dare touch that Corvette.
My dad had a brick at the bought a brick at the Corvette Museum. Never owned a Corvette. He was like, I guess this brick is going to be the closest thing that I have. So,
If you had $50,000, that might not be enough. Let's say $100,000 right now, and you had to go spend it all on a car. What would you get?
food for some hungry people.
So I don't know how the heart of that size stays inside that body.
I really just I don't know if maybe.
I mean, to be fair, the next truck you get is probably going to be $100,000 because
Yeah,
they're so
that's
freaking
absolutely
expensive.
True.
I
A
mean,
food truck, not a
I
transport.
think that
mean,
if
no,
I,
like,
Really?
Yeah,
An
the-
F-150?
these things are insane.
Like if I could get if I would order a kit car I want one of the Trans Ams built on the Camaro frame, so it kind of looks like one of the newer Camaros, convertibles or whatever, but it's kitted out just like a black Trans Am with the Firebird on the front. And all that.
I know I was born lucky, so none of this is attributed to me. For my 16th birthday, my dad got me a Camaro SS 396 white on white convertible with blue interior. Of course, if I had it now, it'd be Barrett Jackson. They couldn't count that high for what it was.
For sure.
And of course, I was very law-abiding, so I didn't go much above 30 miles an hour, no interstates or anything there.
Right.
So you didn't drive in high gear too much.
What would be the grade of the average draft pick that you were able to put on your side while driving that car? Like, what was the? I mean, are we talking solid 8s and 9s riding beside you, or did you? Did you throw some bones and carry some 6
No matter
5s?
what car I have, I'm still just a 5, and I attract 5s, needy 5s. That's the kind that fall for me, and it's
Needy
I'm a 5 that attracts needy 5.
What I have to offer is the gift of gab, sense of humor, and stability.
Right.
So and some wealth. So people who need that's how you match up. Somebody that needs what you have, and they have what you need. So that's the kind I attract, the really needy kind. I've also been divorced 3 times.
That's so funny.
When we talk about relationships, I can be a good example of a bad example, because I have no understanding.
There's lots out there.
Lots more women?
No, just good examples of bad examples.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Takes all kinds.
Without divulging their names or being rude, which of the 3 wives did you enjoy divorcing the most?
The look on his face. The look on his face is like,
He's like, I can't hear you. It's breaking up.
Is the Fifth Amendment still applicable? I'm not answering. But as soon as Orlando takes us out, I'll give you the full, complete answer.
Oh, I don't want to know if you're not going to say it on the air.
No, I'm not order. I'm private about very few things, but I can't
I'll
do
dump
that.
it. I can dump it. Say
No,
that.
I trust you, but verify.
He's like, Spud's like, no, that's in the divorce papers.
I'd like to take the last 2 minutes to thank you two guys for giving me a terrific birthday present. This has been so much fun, and I'll go out and people will say, I heard you on the radio. Y'all need to get your own show, kick Andrew off, whatever it is. So the next time this comes up, I'm in.
Right on. And hey, listen, I know you're busier in the evening times with all your bridging and your napping and all that kind of fun stuff. But bro, listen, anytime you want to come and sit down with us on the radio at Breaking Bread, you are absolutely more than welcome. Sometimes we do it here. Sometimes we do it from the studio at Redland. But, man, please, I've enjoyed it. And I didn't even know it was your birthday. Before that, I didn't see the thing on Facebook this morning, so forgive me. But I'm glad you got to spend your birthday with us.
Me too. It was a great present, and
if
I
anybody
appreciate
asks, tell them JD's on the radio.
What time?
All the time.
What's the name of the show?
Breaking Bread Radio, 6 to 7 p.m.
on
Talk
what station?
99.5.
Talk 99.5. And now you can see him at Real Talk 995-TV on YouTube. You can see him, and I'll predict that if you watch him tonight, he'll have a hat on.
Yeah, well, I might have a hat on after this break.
Get a burqa.
May have a hat in the truck.
Well, if he's leaving, I'm gonna go and walk down with him so he can let me back up the elevator.
I can't do that.
You can't do that.
I mean, like, hold it for me.
Somebody can.
No, Orlando can take good care of you.
All
Orlando,
right.
Happy birthday,
always
Spuddy.
a pleasure, man.
Same here.
You're my hero.
2
Thank
more
you,
hours
guys.
of this. Thanks, Spud. We'll be back right after this. It's The Line, Talk 99.5. Stay tuned.
The third